for the DCUO People's Podcast.
Okay, right. 3, 2, 1, bam.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the DCUO People's Podcast. Everybody thought I was going to mess up the intro again, but I didn't. I heard that. I heard that little snicker. Once again, this week and all that, we're bringing you lots of conversations about the game and everything, about current events in the game as well, both EU and PS. And all that. With me, as always, here we have Nimbus Yosh.
Ha-ha!
All right, we've got our little buddy Balkan.
Hello.
And we
happening?
have Orbit here.
Ha
But we have a special guest today, though, courtesy of Orbit and all that, from the EU PlayStation server. We have Aphredit here with us.
Hello.
Aphrodite.
You didn't do the intro.
Aphrodite recently made famous by an Orbit video.
Oh, wow.
So I'm
Aphrodite, are you a hero or a villain?
I'm both.
Oh, you're
Well,
both?
I'm basically a hero now. I've
She's
been
like
on my hero
Catwoman.
a lot.
I think she
Yeah,
did.
I'm
And
like
you,
Catwoman.
and you messed up the look. Heroes answer, ha-ha! You gotta do it like ha-ha!
Balkan's
Diaphragm,
a hero, and he didn't say ha.
That's just really weird.
I play on the hero, so I didn't say ha
he, like, what the fuck?
ha.
I don't laugh like that. I actually have a really disgusting laugh, and you'll probably hear it later on.
I can't wait for that.
That will turn
Let's
everyone off.
let's
Orbit
do
knows how I laugh. What are you on about?
Challenge accepted. Let's make Aphrodite laugh today.
Would
No,
you-
that's
It'll
just
happen.
Since we brought Aphrodite on here for a reason, right? We're going to talk about the Team Awesome incident.
yeah.
So we guess everybody out there who's subscribed to Orbit's channel and all that, if you're not, you should be. But he recently put out a video, a voice channel, chat going on there where a bunch of guys from Team Awesome were not being gentlemen.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, what I've got to say to that, some people call me attention-seeking whore. I've never done anything on the game to attention-seek or anything. To clear that off, I didn't know that Orbit or the other person that was recording till pretty much the end of the conversation. Not all in TA are bad. I have quite a few people which PM me asking if I hate all TA. No, that's not true. It's just the individuals, and I don't really even fucking hate them because, I swear sorry, but I even apologized to one of the guys which were in the chat. Basically for because we never had a problem before, and it was our stacks. I apologized to him. I said I don't have nothing against you, and I'm sorry to pull the whole league into this, but it wasn't my video, and I don't understand what problems came up and why, but yeah. And plus, I didn't start anything because CRAM's spreading the fucking word that I've done it, but nah. that's all I can say to it, really. I really do not like the attention coming from this. I really don't like it too much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I gotta give you props. One, I gotta give you props for a couple of things. One, you stood up to him in the chat. I gotta give you props for that. Two, I gotta give you props for actually coming out because like you said, female gamers and all that, they don't normally get a lot of positive attention most of the times in games, and for you to go through what you did and then still be able to feel like putting yourself out there to here on the show to talk about things like that. I gotta give you credit for that. I gotta give you credit for that.
Just to get that straight as well. I don't see just as me being a girl. I think that would get more attention than it would if that would happen to a guy, because normally guys are known tougher or whatever. But the fact that I came in there just to get my friend out, which was at the time he was young and he was chatting a lot of shit, and he might have started the fight with TA, but I basically came in to get him out because I don't want a friend of mine getting cussed out in a chat all by himself. And if that would have happened to anybody else, despite the gender, I would have done the same. And if I had a recorder, I would have put it up as well, because that is still violation of the community, rules.
Right.
You don't do that to anybody. I would even stick up for Orbit if Orbit came in a chat and people call him sex pest all the time. Like
Which they
this
fucking
chat.
do, and you face
Well-
say fuck off.
Well, actually, I've got a question. I got a question for you, Aphrodite. All right, so we all know about this whole story with Orbit and everything. Did he send you pics, and how small is it?
Yeah, it's over average maybe.
Fuck off,
All
Aphrodite.
right.
People are gonna.
Over,
No,
big
you
brother
can't
over
say that.
average.
Look.
On a serious note, he never sex pestered me. Me and Orbit have known each other for quite a while now, and if anybody had tried to sex pest me, which has happened before, I'd either tell them to fuck off, and that would make them rage quit the league. Like I know someone, but besides from that, no, Orbit hasn't sex pestered me before or anybody else out of the league from Gravity, which I know of, and anybody else that I actually know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No one sex pest you. You like this so dirty talk.
She's,
If you
if anything,
dislike
she's
it.
sex pesting
I
me.
like dirty talk, yeah, but sex pesting is something else.
Yeah, sex pesting is if you don't like it.
Yeah, she loves
No,
it,
but-
Balkan. So I'm gonna send you a number
All
out.
y'all motherfuckers.
Oh,
Give me number. Come to my house. I show you my wife.
Well, I just want to
Threesome.
say, Nimbus,
Wow.
you put out a response video to all this thing, and I think you're even more right than what you said in the video. She literally went in there and tanked that chat because she went in there to bail a friend out, and she just got all the aggro.
So, are you mental? Because mentals make excellent social tanks.
Say no. Please.
what I also have to say as well, people like comment me on like I should have left the chat and whatever. Yeah, I probably should have left the chat. That would have been, better. But at the end of the day, he was drunk. He didn't know what the fuck he was doing, and I'd rather stay in a chat with him and get done for than him. That's just what I do for friends. If it's stupid or not, that's just an action I did out of intuition.
And you can go into whatever the fuck chat you want. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Now, I think like if you're upset about everything that was going on in the chat, then yes, you should have left. But if you weren't upset, tell them motherfuckers to kiss your dick. You stay in whatever chat you want.
I'm
Straight
not
up.
gonna lie. I was upset when they brought up the stuff with my family and that. And to get this straight, because I know Z-Ram's probably gonna, or someone else is gonna comment on this from TA. I did say something and I did cuss them out, but I definitely did not start it. And the fact that Z-Ram said I was being racist just by calling him a suicide bomber is just absolute bullshit. I said it, yeah. I said it, but the difference is he calls himself suicide bomber. Everybody else did in the PP chat and what's so not. He never took that serious, but all of a sudden in that kind of chat, he takes it serious. So he has to decide if he wants that to be a racist comment or if he just doesn't want to actually say it anymore. So yeah,
That's like the whole. I mean, Nimbus, you can testify to this too. That's
Yeah,
like
I'm about to
the whole. Well, I know, but I'm saying, and you can answer my question on it. That's the whole double standard with the whole N word.
yeah.
Right.
in the US.
The thing is, it's like unless you are something. This not only goes with the N word, but it also goes with the F word for gay people. And it pretty much any other racial epithet and women calling each other bitch. You know what I'm saying? unless you are said something, you don't get to call anybody else said something. Like I could call myself the N word all I want, apparently. But if Balkan do it, which he knows he wants to, he tries. He fucking tries.
I try. I come closer. You will
comes
allow
real
me.
close.
Just take time. You will allow me.
Belkin can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm already breaking my foot off in his ass already for some other shit. But call him in the N-word, that'd be crossing the line because you yourself isn't the person that is privy to the slur, if you will. You know, I don't want to say that. That's one of the words that I don't say, and that's the N word and the F word is two words that I do not say. I can call anybody an anal thumping, ass cracking ass bitch, but those two words I just can't do. So unless you are unless you're a black person, you don't get to say the N word.
Don't be
Unless
saying cracker, man. That's our word.
Well,
But who's offended by cracker? Really? Who's really offended by that?
the only thing that I can say to that as well, if I was like, without like getting onto you, but if I was black and I'd say to another black person, the N-word, you know, the N-word, then I wouldn't expect any respect from anybody else not to say the N-word, because basically you're accepting that you use that word just to like communicate with people.
Right.
And
My
I
friend tells
completely
me
understand
he
you,
allows.
But
Exactly.
the thing is, the thing is, it's like we earn that word. We earn that word because the N-word used to be a real nasty, awful, terrible word that slave owners used to call us.
Jungle.
So now that after we've gone through the whole, and we're still going through the whole civil rights movement or whatever, you guys don't get to call us that anymore. That's one of the things that, you know, that had to get dropped. We get to call each other that.
I do not remember that being discussed in Congress. About
you weren't in the black. You are not privy to the black delegation yet. I don't know if you know about this, but there's a whole black delegation. There's a black Twitter. I know you know about black Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, if you follow the clean and the dirty account, you know about black Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
Orbit.
Shit goes down.
Yo.
Do you use that word?
No.
Oh, he fucking better not.
Orbit is
I don't give a fuck how many muscles are above average penises this dude has.
This actually might sound a bit racist, but I'm just gonna go for it. I find it quite bad. Like, I like listening to hip hop, R&B, and that, but most of them have the N-word in it. So when I'm on the streets actually singing it, I'm like,
it's okay, baby.
On the streets singing.
She's like that dude. She's like that dude from that movie Office Space, where he's like rolls his window up, locks the door.
Oh Lord.
so you never can rap on the street DMX songs, you know.
Oh man, look, substitute the N-word with ninja, and you'll be okay. Same amount of syllables and everything.
But just to clear another thing up, people.
Where my ninjas at?
There you go. That worked. Close enough.
Go ahead, Orbit.
Yeah, just to clear another thing up, I was going through the comments, and a couple of people are saying why I didn't jump in and say, like, stick up for Aphrodite. I wasn't actually in that chat when they were on you, Aphrodite. I was actually editing the video, and then let's actually go back. I was editing the video. As we do it. My mic wasn't even plugged in, and I saw on the screen that I still had DC on. I looked at the screen, and someone in the league said, "Come to league chat." And I said, "Why?" And he said, "Just do it." Like, didn't give me anything. So I was like, "Right, well, no, I'm busy." So continue edit my video, and then I got another message from someone else saying, "Come to league chat." So then I get into league chat, and there's two people having a big argument in league chat. So I actually tried to, you can kind of like make the ranks, like one of them you can turn the voice chat off.
Yeah.
So they can't. Well, I thought that would kind of, he wouldn't be able to use voice chat. So I kind of tried to control the situation by doing that, but it didn't work. So I ended up removing him from the league temporarily until he kind of sobered up, and went back to editing my video. Then Aphrodite's in a bit later. You sent a message in league chat, Aphrodite, saying, "Why didn't anyone stick up for me?" And then I went on mic and was like, "What's going on?" And then I got invited to the chat, and obviously I didn't have a clue what they'd said to you. When I joined the chat, they was having a go at Reese, they were saying something at Reese, and then all of a sudden they're saying like stuff about me. Like, I haven't done anything to these guys. You got Aristax, who me and Aristax were in a voice chat a couple of weeks ago, just talking, having whatever. He came into the league, he left the league, didn't even say his name again. And all of a sudden I joined this chat, and you got Aristax saying, "I've got Orbit and all of his bitches wrapped around my little finger." I've got Cool Breeze saying Orbit's a batty boy, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So then I turned my mic on.
What now?
I'm back. Sorry.
Orbit's a batty boy.
So I turned my mic on. At that point,
that?
you can't actually hear. What do you say?
Can somebody tell me what that is?
That's basically just a bum boy, which in an easier language means Gay, just gay. You like?
What?
Ooh,
How does baddie
what did I miss?
translate to
Who?
homosexual?
I don't know. I don't know. Ask TA. They're very good in that kind of language. So
Nimbus,
they...
Nimbus. They call their cigarettes fags over there.
That's so backwards.
Words mean different. It's the same language, but they mean different things.
Yeah.
Trust me, SuperPatriot. I know. I'm kind of fucking with you, but still, kind of sucks putting a fag in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Can't go to Europe for a little while. Just saying. It's bad for you. It's bad for you.
Well, but you gotta get that a lot though, man. I mean, every once you never like accidentally, like when you come out of an instance, you end up in your PvP chat over there, and you hear people talking about you. Yeah. I was on my alt yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. I was on my alt yesterday.
Oh, Jesus.
And I saw these guys typing up, and they're having I legitimately having a 10-minute conversation about how old I am. I kid you not. I'm like, why are you fucking talking about me? And I'm not even technically, as far as you know, on the game. And people are talking about how old I am. I'm like, seriously? They're like, oh, he's 72. No, he's 63. No, he's like 80 something. So I'm like, and one of them was our buddy Donut, Nimbus. So I'm like, screw this. So I type in the 5v5 chat. I was like, actually, douchebags, I turned 40 this week. And they're like, wait, is that really SuperPatriot? And I'm like, yeah, dumb nut. And he's like, oh, yep, that's him.
Donut, that cheap ass, whole time spamming ass bitch. Fuck that motherfucker. I was about to use the N word just now. Fuck that dude.
But you ever?
But why are they on your nuts about that shit? Like, who gives a fuck how old you are?
I still got that L1 kid making comments. He's actually stalking me on freaking YouTube now.
Oh, fucking Jesus. like for real, look, if you're not fucking, why are you worried about how old people is? Seriously, just like, if you're not fucking, why are you worried about, who Aphrodite's fucking? I was like, why are you worried about that? You know what I'm saying? That's how I know you gets no pussy. You worried about how old dudes is and whose dicks is going up, whose vaginas that you not fucking. I don't understand. Like, get a motherfucking life, dog. It's a video game. We all nerds here, you know what I'm saying? But get some swagger about yourself, dog. That's not pimping at all. I just don't understand.
I had another one this morning. He was like, your son's 16. How come he doesn't play this game and you do? And I was like, actually, my son's in school right now. Why aren't you?
Where's your mind? You know what I'm saying? Why isn't any truancy officers knocking down your little 15-year-old ass door? Worried about, he's too old. He's too old to play this game. We don't like unicorns. But fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Worry about yourself and your own skill points. Do you have 175 skill points right now? No? Go get them bitches. Get off my dick. Toy Man mission's waiting for your ass.
Percy.
Percy.
Well, all right, Aphrodite, so tell us a little bit more about yourself outside of this whole TA thing. It's okay. You play hero and villain. What powers are your Tims?
My villain, which was basically, or still you can say, due to the higher skill points and more time spent into it, my main is a nature / DPS healer, whatever. PvE, PvP. I fucked up on that sentence, sorry. And my hero now, which is in Orbit's League, is a gadget stroller.
Yeah, look, man. She's my girl, Gadget. Fuck off.
Nobody worry about no motherfucking gadgets.
Balkan, don't start sex pesting me, please.
Balkan's still oiling himself up.
Yeah, this is not pesting. You enjoy.
Ain't nobody worried about no gadgets, and ain't nobody worried about no motherfucking Batman. Fuck him and fuck you.
Why is there no...
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I talk about your boyfriend? Doesn't that make you a batty boy?
All right, let me ask you another question. How much are you looking forward to this 1v1 fiasco between Nimbus, Orbit, and Balkan?
Holy shit!
What? I didn't know anything about.
You didn't know anything about this?
Oh, you didn't know. See, that's why we need to advertise.
That's why we're gonna start advertising right now. Are we doing
Well,
it this
tell
week?
me more.
Shit, I'm gonna have to get my
Go on.
video.
Hey, Super. Nimbus
Yeah.
is not going to do it. He's too scared. Otherwise, he'd have done
Hold
it by
on.
now.
Well, first of all, before we even go into that, you know what I'm saying, the only reason you're doing it, or you're agreeing to do it, you and Balkan, is because y'all both have a motherfucking crutch. It ain't y'all that's fighting me. Y'all using an American hero who's a way better PvPer than you guys. You know what I'm saying? It was like the first thing that happened, if you go back to the episode, it was Balkan was like, hey, American hero, can you please loan me your character? I'm scared of you. Character. I must eat crutch. That's what happened. It was like, that's the only reason y'all even motherfucking agreed to that shit. So first of all, I don't want to hear that hype ass talk like it's y'all characters and shit. First off. Second of all, I'm blessing y'all with a motherfucking 1v1. That's a $500 million value you gonna get for free, all in your anus hole, while you're sitting there talking, oh, Nimbus is scared. Nimbus ain't scared. Nimbus is prepared. Or preparing, I should say. Motherfucker.
Did you watch American Hero last video? Top EU DPS player he fight. He said he was... Look at it. Better look, man.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and look at that, but still, it ain't you.
I'm
not worried about Batman.
Yeah,
We
I
can
don't
do
know why
this.
you said that,
We
Balkan.
can do Legends 1v1.
Well,
Say you don't
let's-
like Legends.
Legends doesn't count
Legends is that
PvP.
bullshit. That's why. Shit, you can block break somebody that's not blocking. It's that.
Exactly.
If you ask the chav, it counts. But anyways, so
Next
let's put the chav.
No,
The Chav don't count. Look, Balkan just fucked over the Chav in Skyrim. I don't know what the fuck. That dude hit him with the
Let's start the advertising on it right now. When's the day?
That's a good question. Let me put out a video.
You got your laptop back.
I think
You got
Just
your
put out a
laptop
video,
back.
and then we'll have a weigh-in. You know what I'm saying? Take some pictures and shit, make some posters. Let's
You
get
gotta
that.
build it up like that.
no. We are doing
Like,
this
it's
in the
a-
next
it's a
couple
flash of the fucking
of
century.
days. Nimbus,
It's
I'm
been-
not
it's
giving
been
you
built
any
up
more
the
time.
past couple of weeks. People are still asking about it.
I'm not giving you any more time, Nimbus.
Man, I don't give a fuck how much time you give me, motherfucker. It's my
So on
lucky,
which
I'm
server?
fighting you on another cat. You know what? Fuck that. You say you could beat me on your character? Get on your character.
You ducking.
Get on your motherfucking character. Let's get a backpedal from that shit, coward ass motherfucker. Let's hear it.
You've already backpedaled by even saying that in the first place.
What's your excuses? Hey, no, what's your excuses? Because I already told you weeks ago, way before we talked about this shit. Hey, Orbit, why the fuck you not on my server? Oh, well, I have to play Call of Duty. I had to delete it. No, motherfucker. How about we rehash that shit? You said you could beat me on your character? I got the footage saying that you could beat me on your character, which I will post after this motherfucker. I should start posting that bitch right now. Just to fuck you right on the fuck over. When are you gonna get your shit together to fight? Because I know you ain't got more than 40 fucking skill points. Talk about you could beat me and shit. You wanna go ahead and do what it do? Let's do what it do.
Balkan's or
And-
Orbit's 2 is actually
Balkan's not even in the conversation because Balkan is like level 28.
I think he's like level 20.
Hey, I'm level 19.
Shit, my schizo solo his ass. He ain't shit.
All right, let's narrow down a week. This week, yes or no?
You know what? Let's do next week.
Next week?
I'm gonna give Orbit
He's been
some-
saying next
No,
week
no.
for months.
No,
I'm
okay.
gonna give
What day
Orbit
next week? What
to
day
get
next
back.
week?
Tuesday next week.
Tuesday next week.
Tuesday of next week. I'm gonna give
Tuesday
Orbit
next week. Time to be announced.
to get his
Right, folks? Time to be announced. Tuesday next week. That'll be the 18th of March.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, we will be doing. I will live stream this fight between these yahoos.
I'll tell you now, Orbit.
Yo,
It's time for you to get your character a motherfucker, because it ain't gonna be on a. Get your character now. If you want to play on your crutch, you can play on your crutch. We can have a friendly little
That was
scrimmage.
the original agreement.
yeah, that wasn't the agreement.
You mean that wasn't the agreement?
Nimbus, you're
Weeks ago,
fighting
I will
me.
find the
You're
fucking
fighting me.
episode.
You're fighting the person you're speaking
Well,
to.
I
You're not
sat
fighting the
there and
character. You're
fucking
fighting
talked
me.
to you on your character. Hey, it's cool though. Look, if you're not ready to play on your character, that's cool. Like I said, we can have a nice little friendly scrimmage. You know what I'm saying? I can go ahead and mash on buttons if you like, make it nice and fun for the fans and whatnot. But it ain't gonna be you. It ain't gonna be your character because you too pussy to fight me on you.
What are you gonna do when you lose in front of thousands of people?
What, on American Hero? I'm gonna give a fuck. Shit, I'm gonna still be the goddamn people's champ. Because like I said, if anything, I lost to American Hero and ain't you.
No, you
And
lost.
me and American Hero been 1-1. But it ain't you. Just like I told Chad.
It is
just
me.
like you said you can do on your. Because I'm gonna post that motherfucker. You think I ain't got that shit? I got that bitch on my hard drive right now. I love it. I fucking love it. Did Balkan fall asleep?
Falcon, get up.
Falcon's faking sleep
Balkan
again.
fell asleep.
Okay.
All right, next topic. So you guys heard it here. All right, March 18th. All right,
March 18th. Set your calendar.
Be on my Twitch and all that. We'll all put it out. We'll all be putting out our little, videos, promo videos for it. I'm sure. And we will get it done then.
I will accept some
finally
donations.
Finally see.
Wet naps for get the shit off my shoes after shoving it so far up goddamn Orbit's ass.
Percy.
That's a big one, to be honest, Nimbus.
I'm gonna have Aphrodite and Balkan being my two cheerleaders.
You're gonna need all the support you need.
Are you gonna?
I think you should be my cheerleader.
Oh, you want to fight Nimbus as well?
Yeah.
She will give you with strap on. Watch out, Nimbus.
Nimbus, we're gonna bring
what?
an army over to kick your ass one by one. An army.
Oh, an army, because that's what you're gonna need. It's gonna be an army versus one.
And you're
That's
gonna pay my tier 2.5 to
I ain't gonna
500 million once I beat you.
You gonna be my personal ball washer after I ain't gonna pay you a fucking thing. Like I said, you need a crutch to fuck with the people's champion. First off. Second off, you play on your character, I will wipe the goddamn server on. I will beat your ass in the O. You can't even get in the O. I will beat your ass all up and down the damn server. Oh. Woo, you're gonna make me want to do this shit early, but I'm gonna chill. You're gonna do it right. Do it right.
All right.
Moving on.
Aphrodite, how much do you read the forums of the game?
I do read them more often now due to the last updates that have come up. I like to be informed if anything new about nature has come out.
Lies.
Especially nature. I actually do try and keep up with the forums. Most of the time I'm too just lazy to read it all. But I do read.
None of us read the
power
forums
buffs or the
either.
weapon
I'm like the only person here. So
no, I actually do. Now on
saying
Facebook.
I'm the only one here on the show that reads the forums consistently because I'm always constantly like, "Hey, did you guys hear about this unicorn trinket?" And they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Shouts out to Rooted. Whenever Rooted posts something important from the forums, I read it. So I don't even know. Yeah.
Patriot, look, if someone have less information than you will think, look, this noob. And if people, you see they have more information than someone, they think, come on, get a life,
Well, Aphrodite, did you see the DLC structure post that they put out there?
The next DLC structure.
No. About the plans for like the next DLCs from now on. They're doing a small group, large group, and everything like that. Starting with DLC 11.
No, the last things that I picked up was because of the new SP tree, kind of pretty much with the weapon
mastery. Yeah. Well, they last week they announced this new DLC structure plan that they have, where each DLC is going to be a set amount of content depending on what size is going to be, either small group or large group content. So like small group DLCs are going to have one 8-player raid, one 4-player alert, with a combination of duos, challenges, and some open world stuff. But the large DLCs, large content DLCs, are going to have 2 raids, 1 alert, and some additional open world stuff thrown in there.
Well, they should have done that from the start.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people agreeing with that. Because basically, but I mean, this is going to kind of like streamline when they introduce new sets of tier and everything, and then later on, hopefully they'll finally be able to get down to the the 4 DLCs in a year thing they've been talking about doing. But what do y'all think about? Yeah.
Well, I just have one question. If you're on Legendary, do you still get the DLCs for free?
Oh yeah.
Oh, then I'm straight.
Yeah, this is just this is basically just them, saying, okay, this is what the kind of content we can expect for this DLC because it's going to be a large group DLC, or this is the kind of content we expect for this DLC because it's going to be a small group.
Totally understandable. Basically, guys, look, the audience out there in the podcast, go Legendary. It's $15 a month maximum. You get all the good shit that us, professional players get. You don't have to nickel and dime everything. Just
professional.
I wouldn't have said that a few months ago when you had to replay the PvP a lot. I wouldn't have said that a few months ago. The amount of money I spent on getting PvP gear, and then when Checkmate got demoted till tier 2 or something, that was a piss take. I literally turned full Checkmate on both roles 1 week before the Checkmate got took off.
ouch.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm not even lying. I modded everything as well, and then I was like, oh wow, fuck this. I was literally about to fucking rage, and
That's
never
actually the
played the
first
game
time I
again.
quit. Pretty much, it's like,
I
gotta pay to replay PvP, and all these items that I got after paying for PvP is now obsolete. Man, fuck this.
That was probably the most dramatic change to the DCUO PvP world, because I had a lot of people in Master Era. It was like, you know what, fuck this. Like, one of our best DPS just stopped, and a few good healers which I knew stopped, and trolls. They just didn't come on for a few months. And ever since, they've been coming on once in a while, but they're not been on PvP as much anymore because, it's just a lot of bullshit.
I think that's
really.
awesome that you don't need to reset PvP.
Yeah, now, but back then they should have done it back then when
they
they reset the checkmate gear, and not like afterwards. Is it? Oh wow, we've been dickheads. We're just gonna turn that off now.
But I still hate that the marks get dropped into your inventory. I want them straight in my flipping where the marks go. I don't have to collect them.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. But I also still don't understand.
I think they did that because people were like constantly saying, "Hey, I'm not getting my marks for these. I'm not getting my marks for this match. I didn't get any marks for this match or anything." So that's why they started throwing the marks straight into our inventories instead of straight into our currency tab.
Well,
okay, that makes sense. But I understand that making sense, but I still don't understand why if you go over 4 people in your party and you still have to make it into a I'll never understand that.
Yeah. I'm not sure what that has to do with the group mechanics. To
be honest, it annoys me. Like I'm doing at the moment, I'm actually still on the game and I'm trying to get some legends done, but it's very annoying getting into there. Like, if I've got quite a lot of gear now on my hero, so I have to always go into it and get the marks. And the lag on DC right now, even when you're trying to make exabytes or a mod or anything else, it just takes ages to just accept the marks that you get.
Are you still playing on the PS3?
Yeah, sadly.
I've forgotten what that feels like.
Get yourself a PS4, you're going to fall in love with it.
You guys should have seen Orbit the first few days he had his PS4. He was having an orgasm in Legion.
What? So he was
60 frames per second! Oh my god!
He was sex testing your whole league with his 3 times small t-shirt.
I was laughing the whole time because he was just like, oh wow, you guys can't believe this.
Well, I mean,
I know exactly what I'm talking about when you.
I had the same reaction. I mean, it's like, I put up, when I first, got my PS4 fired up, I wasn't able to record yet. I started up a live stream, and I was just like, look at this. I'm like, look at this. I shot way up in the air in Gotham. I was like, oh my God, I can actually see Arkham Island.
Oh,
I was like, oh,
that's how guys get hard-ons now these days.
It was just a live stream of me getting, freaking 1080p wood. That's what
you don't have to change your panties. As soon as you get the PS4, it's just gonna be sploosh. It's like, oh
Balkan,
my, 60 frames per second.
What?
Balkan, are you on PS4? Stop sleeping.
No, not sleeping. I'm on
Wake up
PS4.
time.
But
You're on
not online at the moment. Not online at the moment. Why?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just asking if you're on PS4 or PS3.
You don't watch my channel. You're not a fan.
I
Like
do,
a party or something?
but not
Like-
often.
Listen to this guy.
I'm joking.
You realize you're still on the podcast,
Yeah,
right?
I actually did watch them. I watched the last one with the Skyrim thingy. That was but
Celebrate this, everyone.
the mod is funny.
You're crap, man. What is this?
Your shit. You're crap, man.
Another thing as well,
Oh,
you guys
Lord.
might actually like keep me from the podcast right now, but I don't know if Smile put the video up, doing a response to the video, that Orbit put up as well to get views or whatever. But at the end of the day, I don't care. He put it up, and
Hold on.
it's like pretty much spreading the awareness.
Speaking of Smile, Mr. Pales just put a video of Smile on his channel. Smile Before Death, the hypocrisy. 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 Fucking hell.
The hypocrisy. Wow,
Yeah.
the hypocrisy. And you know what? I wasn't even going to do a video about that. But I'm glad somebody else did. Because, he commented on my video, and, Smile Before Death, if you hear this, I appreciate the love, and that's probably the first time I called you Smile Before Death. But, I appreciate the love and everything, but don't you do the same fucking thing, son?
Yeah.
Don't
Yes.
aren't you
He
egging
uses the
your own woman?
situation.
Didn't I have to call Patrick Stewart to have a PSA talking about, how you shouldn't hit women and shit? Aren't you the same type of sexist motherfucker? It's like, if you known the error of your ways and you're willing to like calm that shit down, I'm all about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about a hero's redemption. But yeah, that's why I laughed on my own response saying that, that sounds funny out of my mouth that we need a kinder, friendlier community.
Yeah,
I'm all about drama. But when it gets this far, you gotta calm that shit down.
Yeah, and Smile coming out and saying anything, like Nimbus said. That's him just like saying, "Oh, look, somebody else did something, so let's maybe I can, like, everybody's gonna forget what I did."
Yeah, he tries to be not
see
more
what them
public
doing.
enemy.
It's like, no. I've moved past it. I've let it go, but it's still there, dude. And because the dude is yet to fucking apologize.
Mm-hmm.
It's like me. All right, I was when Orbit's video. I'm just going to put this out there right now. When Orbit's video came out, it was like late Friday night for me. I had pounded like 11 beers after the Source cast, so I was feeling good. I was feeling antsy, and then I sat there for 17 minutes listening to those assholes, in that chat, and I was pissed off, and I made a comment that was mostly out of anger and fueled by 11 Yinlings, and
The fuck is a Yinling?
Yinling's an awesome beer. Awesome beer.
Okay.
But
Not a beer drinker.
yeah. So, and I made a comment, talking about how all Brits treat, women like that. And I know it's not true because I know Orbit, as much as he sends his dick out to people, he doesn't treat them like shit, I know he's a nice guy. He's a perv, but he's not. He's a perv, but he's a nice guy. And I know not all Brits or Irish people or Scots or Aussies. I know they're not all like that. I know it was a vast, gross generalization that I made. I do apologize for it. I didn't mean for it to come across the way I could have chosen a far better way of phrasing what I had to say. But at the same time, Smile is the perfect example of that generalization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True story.
Because I'm sorry, anytime somebody posts up a video thinking it's funny as smacking egg in his girl's face with their sleeping baby right next to him, that dude's got issues.
Oh man.
If I'd have did
This-
that to any one of my girlfriends, they'd have beat the fuck out of me. Like, they'd have got up and
We
whooped
don't
the
have
shit out.
problems like this in my country.
Oh Lord.
Let's not talk about the problems Germany's had in the past.
That's not.
I
No.
don't mean Germany. I mean my other country. Germany have.
Aphrodite's from Germany.
Your
Conversation.
End the
thing.
podcast.
freaking
Holy shit.
segue into a different conversation, but completely nullified the whole conversation we had before.
Oh my god.
So you're seriously from Germany?
I live in Germany. I'm half German, half English. That's why people
told
don't
you.
actually hear the German side. Sorry. So yeah,
Can
pretty
you make,
much.
What is that called? Balkan? Karachichi?
Shavapchichi.
Shivapchichi.
Can you make
Yeah.
that?
Ask Aphrodite. I think she knows too how it tastes.
Wow.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's actually really good, especially the chwapchichi that you get from the Russian shops in Germany. Oh, amazing!
I'm gonna have to get
But-
look.
I
No,
found
for
I was looking that up last week when we were talking about it, and I found a picture of one of those, and it was wrapped in bacon, and I just immediately fell in love with that because us Americans, we love our bacon.
We love
We love our bacon.
whatever racial stereotypes you have. We all love bacon.
Yeah.
We all
It doesn't
love
matter.
bacon. It's delicious. I want to have a bacon
It's true,
wedding.
man. It's true, man. American self told me this too, man. I create character Balkan on US server without L, with a big I. If you watch, it's written bacon and say, no, Balkan, we call you now bacon. No, don't call me like this. Say, no, this is good. We Americans all love bacon. We love you.
Exactly. We love bacon more than we love Batman. If there was a choice between a good bacon sandwich and Batman falling off a building, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to figure out what sauce to eat our bacon sandwich with. It's that delicious. We love swine. It's delicious. How many times I'm gonna say I'm gonna go get some bacon in a little bit after this podcast.
Who wins in a fight, bacon or Batman? Bacon.
Bacon.
Oh, even I say bacon. I'm sorry. Even I say bacon. Even I say bacon. I'm sorry that I said it. Listen.
You're supposed to be the
how
biggest
much...
Batman fan ever, and you just come up with that.
Listen, I don't know any human who eats bacon who will trade anything. I mean, I will trade my sister for bacon, man.
You
My
tried to
sister-
train your sister to
number
get your
two
account back, though.
I feel sorry for your sister.
I know, man.
Oh,
Seriously.
listen, I would
The
trade
more,
my
the
sister.
more you talk about her, the more I feel sorry for her.
Lord. Balkan gonna find a pound of bacon in the mail tomorrow.
Now here's all right. Getting back to the DLC structure thing, though.
They should do a bacon trinket, not unicorn.
Yes.
We're actually going to
Yes.
talk about that here.
Oh God.
Because
please.
some interesting things came out last week after our show about all that. But I want to talk about this DLC structure thing. My thing is, all right, the structure is great and everything like that. I mean, it's gonna like kind of streamline the production a little bit. I'm hoping, so we're actually getting 4 DLCs in a year, and all that. But I mean, for me at least, and I know for Orbit probably too, and Aphrodite, how many skill points do you have on your tunes?
On my villain, it's 138 now, and on my hero, it's 114. Not really that much, but I'm pretty lazy, and I haven't been on the game for too long. I don't think.
Right. Orbit, how many skill points you got now?
178.
178. Yeah, I'm at 177 right now. And Orbit or Nimbus, you've got what?
157.
157. Balkan, you've got what? 60.
What? Skill points. I have 125.
All together across all your characters.
I mean,
No.
you can sit here and say that. I mean, me and Orbit especially, we're kind of try hard. That we see the feats, that we go after and we get them and everything, so we get those more skill points. And skill points obviously is going to be more relevant in when DLC 10 drops with weapon mastery. But for like guys like me in Orbit, I mean, the DLC comes out and we get the gear, we get the feats done, and then there's what's left for us to do other than PvP.
I hate PvP.
Am I right? Am I right though, Orbit? Do you feel the same way about that?
Yeah, definitely. There's always that kind of downtime.
Yeah, there's always that downtime.
Yeah.
There's it's like a month of even without replays. Because I actually sat down with a friend last week, and we did the math. Because people were talking about, so you just burn with A and B with War of the Light. When it came out, everybody got geared up so fast. And people were making the comments. It's like, well, that's because you're just using replay badges too much. You burn through everything with replay badges. That's not really necessarily the case. I mean, because if you do all the tier 5 content, I mean, if you do the challenges, the solo stuff, the duos, alerts, and the raids, and you do that in a week's time, you can get 289 marks of reality. And that's not counting what you get from Promethean lockboxes. So you could you could get the full Scion set in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not an issue with replay badges. It's just, people who, like Orbit and myself who, getting close to that, the max, skill points that you can get right now in the game we're just kind of running out of things to do. I mean, yeah, we've got PvP to fall back on, to do, but at the same time, I mean, every once in a while, I mean, I'd like to be able to, do something other than, go gather some more exobits to get another feat. Just something more to, keep us involved in the game. Like, an expansion.
Yeah, definitely. I literally don't know, like, how they can fill that, though.
What do you mean?
Like, fill in the downtime. Because I think that no matter how much stuff they'll bring into the game, people will always smash it out.
Yeah, there's always going to be people that'll smash it out. There's always going to be people that are going to like replay the shit out stuff, and because I mean, it's like we even see it a lot with a lot of the YouTubers out there, and all that. They're trying to get that first full vestments video out, and first full sign-on video. Yes, I don't even bother with that. I mean, I really don't. I run A and B once a week now because I got full vestments for DPS. I've got a few pieces for tank, and I don't really even need the vestments gear that I could still get for tank, because I tank it no problem anymore. So I don't know. It's like like a full expansion, like a new city, I think would be something that would occupy a lot of people's times. A new city there, we got all the explorations, you know what, screw it. I'm even willing to say, throw some freaking investigations, briefings, and collections for us to chase after in there.
Chill out.
I know.
Let's not go over the top.
This might sound pretty gay, but I'd be really impressed if they would bring out something like a raid or an alert where villains and heroes could do together.
Would never.
My idea.
Think about it.
I've been saying that since 2010.
You have Brainiac, and Brainiac doesn't have a side. Villains and heroes need to fight against him. That's the whole story of DC. Why wouldn't you bring that out?
Yeah, well, I honestly, and I'm not trying to say I had the idea first. Go ahead and you can claim that.
No,
I don't care.
No, it's my idea now. I copyrighted that idea because I spoke it out. So.
But
I put that on the forums back in 2010.
Back in it was 2011 was when I first got started on the Sourcecast, and there was like a couple of other podcasts that were going on. We had this huge summit thing. I threw an idea out like that, to end the Brainiac storyline, because at the time I think we only had we had FOS 1 or FOS 2. So we hadn't really advanced that far into it, as we have. And I threw out the idea. I said I think the perfect way for them to end the Brainiac storyline was to have a raid where you had an alert size, a 4-man group of villains and a 4-man group of heroes queue into it and go in there, and they end up fighting Brainiac, at the end of it to end the storyline out.
You can't really end the Brainiac story, though, because exabytes, all that stuff belongs to Brainiac. That's
the houses in Metropolis Gotham still in these shitty bottles.
Right, and that's one of my issues with this new Metropolis thing. I go into the new Metropolis and all, and there's fucking the Daily Planet still in the goddamn bottle.
I tell you what would
Yeah.
keep people occupied.
What's that?
When I was doing Final Fantasy, playing that a little bit, they've got a hunting log, and you've got to kill so many of each thing, and you get rewards and stuff. So going out and killing, having a hunting log, you got to go out and you got to kill 10 of this, you got to kill 10 of that, completing the hunting log. That'd take ages.
But isn't that like bounty pretty much?
That's kind of like gathering. That's like doing your gather feats for exobits.
Yeah, but it's more fun. You could do that.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
You gotta kill more stuff.
I mean, there's a lot of different things that they could do. I mean, they got to find something though to keep the veterans occupied, especially with the competition they've got coming up on the console. I mean, ESO, Destiny, both MMOs that are coming out on the console. I mean, I'm not saying either one of those is going to kill DCUO, but I know there's going to be a lot of players that are going to go. I mean, I've already got some members of my league that have pretty much, they decided they're going to take a break from DC, and they've been playing the ESO beta. And I haven't seen those. And that's only on the weekends, and I don't even see them at all during the week.
What's ESO?
Elder Scrolls Online.
Beast game.
And that's on PS4?
It's going to be on PS4, yeah.
I'm going to look that shit up real quick. Nah, I'm chilling.
But even you, Nimbus, I ain't seen you on the game in like a week.
That's because, I keep teenage hours. I get on when you log off. I get on at 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? You buku sleep.
Yeah, but
so
I'm on during the day. Like today I was on earlier today. You weren't on.
Yeah, I'm on Warframe, and right now I'm just updating my Netflix. Nothing fancy. I just kind of taking a break from the same monotonous shit that's going on in DC. It's pretty much the same thing, and just like you said, DC needs something refreshing, like a new city. Like having a raid with 2 alert size heroes and villains go into the same raid and work together.
As awesome as that sounds, as cool as that sounds, man, I don't think it'd ever work, man. Because honestly, I mean, Nimbus, when you're on the game, you get yourself in the character. Are you really going to help Donut beat that raid?
If I got to, I mean, if it's a compelling enough storyline, yes.
I can't even believe you said that, Nimbus.
No, hang on. Let me explain myself. Donut ain't shit. He's a little pussy ass villain that wants to go around harassing heroes. He ain't shit. He's not powerful enough at all for any kind of extinction level event. Now, if you had somebody come down like Darkseid, you know what I'm saying, and I needed to employ Donut's help to go fight Dark, or even Tomorrow Before Chav, I need to get Tomorrow Before Chav to help me. Then yes. Come on over, motherfuckers. Let's go beat up Darkseid so that we can continue our feud back on terra firma. You know what I'm saying? So I'm okay with using my enemy to slay a bigger enemy. But that's just me, and that's usually any hero. I mean, I'm pretty sure Superman teamed up with Lex Luthor a couple times, and you go to Marvel. Professor X and Magneto fought side by side before plenty of times. Yeah. So a storyline like that, if it's compelling, would be awesome. But they have 90 years worth of storyline they can have.
Yeah.
Thing is, you wouldn't be able to get a pre-made group. If it was a proper hard thing, you wouldn't be able to organize the full group to go in and complete that.
Right. And you know what? I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all.
You would if there was complete.
Look, we're still talking about the villain and hero raid, right?
Right. Yes, I am.
Yeah, and look. And the thing, I'm listening. Look, you're still talking.
Interrupt me again.
You're still talking about. You know how much heroes exist? Listen, you know how much. Listen.
Right now.
Hey, don't let me say the bad word, my friend. No, listen.
I ain't worried about you saying the bad word because you already done told your draws. Log on right now. So
listen what you want to say. Look, you say about the thing. Look how many heroes exist and look how many villains exist. If
Yeah.
they queue, the villains will always be in the raid. We have to wait maybe 2 hours to get them.
Yeah, there's.
Do you
But see,
remember
I don't
before
want
they
that.
make this suicide squad for PvP? Heroes can fight heroes before. You can forget it.
Right, and like I said, I don't know about that because villains also don't do that much PvE. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure.
We do. Just the only problem is there are no villains to actually get a group for PvE.
There's
Oh,
That's the problem.
That's because villains jump on the winning side.
That's all I say. No, it's so weird. When I came on the game, it's pretty much a reflex that you say, "Oh, I want to be a hero," and then my first character was actually a hero. No, my first character was a hero. Yeah, and the problem is I was just that much of a noob that I leveled her up to 27, and then all of a sudden I was like, "What the fuck, man? I keep on dying on this level of 27." And then later on, when I actually had my new tune and I made Aphrodite, my main now, I realized, oh yeah, you could actually repair your gear. So basically, my whole gear was red, and I couldn't be asked to move on anymore.
So you couldn't.
Female gaming. I say female gaming. Female gaming.
Yeah, we were all new.
Villains are the B team. Villains are the fodder for
Right. And another thing,
Aphrodite is
because
the
you guys are
perfect
calling me
example of what I'm
noobs,
talking about. You know what I'm saying?
because you guys are calling me noobs, and I heard you all bit in the background.
I think
What
so.
was that the other day where you put up a video saying, "Did you guys know that you can ping the map where you are?"
Oh my god!
I was like,
saw
oh,
that.
wow.
You know what
Oh, wow.
There's hundreds of people that don't know about that.
Yeah.
Do you
well,
know
Yeah,
what
but
I do?
really,
I had a point.
those
Oh.
hundreds of people are mostly those people which have only been playing for like 2, 3, 4 months, and you play this game for how long?
No, check the comments. There's people that say they've been playing this for years and they do not know about this. I promise you.
Just make you
He's-
feel better by saying
No, I
that.
promise you. Go
No,
check the
I mean he
comments.
does have a point. He does have a point. I mean, because like I put up a video not too long ago about the PVE, or about the combat mechanics,
Oh wow!
and showing the feints. You know that little yellow flash happens around the NPCs when they're doing a feint attack. Everything. I've had people who have been playing this game, since launch, and we're around when the combat mechanics are put into PVE, and they're like, I have never noticed that before. I never knew what that was for.
I didn't notice that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but you're a noob. You're a noob who doesn't know how to ping the map.
But no, when you did
Busy
that,
sending motherfuckers your dick
I
pics and
actually-
shit.
fuck off.
Oh, I was not better. Do you know what I was thinking? I started DC. First, I was playing DC and I see you can have precision. I was thinking if you have more precision, you will not miss a hit or something. You will hit better.
That's what I thought as well.
You thought precision was accuracy? Wow.
Yeah, something like, for aiming,
Why wouldn't you think that? Well, I thought the same because before that I was playing what? I was playing like Call of Duty and a few of those other stuff, and precision in that game means your accuracy.
I
Pretty much.
thought raising your damage up was increasing your power. If you had higher power, you were fucking stronger and did more damage.
Oh wow!
So me and my mate started playing, and I was like, "Yeah, wow, that's got like 86 power on. If I can get that."
until a few months ago, I was still like repairing all my gear one by one instead of just pressing the triangle button.
Don't you come calling and saying that I didn't know about the ping thing, and you don't know about the press triangle to
but
repair
I
all.
play this game not as long as you have it. You can't. You have no excuse for not knowing that.
I do.
I admit.
I think the
When I
most
first-
noobish thing I knew about, I did was I thought POT stacked, but I was corrected back in Batcave days.
Oh, here's another noob moment, right? When I saw someone shouting in the LFG chat, search for a troll, no trolls needed or whatever, I thought they meant troll as in, the people that troll people. Take the piss out of people. It's like, why would you want a troll in your group? I was well confused. What is that?
Why would you want somebody just calling people sex
Right.
pests and shit in your group?
Exactly.
my noobest moment when I first started playing the game during the beta was I did not know that you could block break people.
Oh, the beta. Oh.
I did not know that at all. So I'm just like, here's this guy just, holding block the whole time, and I'm just lunging away, just, and I'm getting knocked down. And I'm like, God damn, why am I not hurting this guy? Oh shit, I'm not on the ground. I was like, the whole time, I'm like, how is he keep? Yeah, exactly. I was like, how is this asshole keep knocking me down? And he's just holding block. Yep, that's why I learned.
And I didn't know that you could lunge a roll. And I had this dude Blanca roll from Solomon Grundy all the way over to the villain base. Just the whole time, just rolling like a little rolling ball and shit. I didn't know you could lunge him, so the whole time I'm throwing shit at him. Whole time I was using a bow and beta. Whole time I'm shooting like arrows and shit. Why is this motherfucker not getting hit? This is some bullshit, man. Fuck this game. Nimbus, you could have lunged him. What? You mean I could have hit him the whole time? This is some bullshit.
Have you seen my video?
I had a friend. You don't know.
Go on.
No.
Go on.
No, I just saying I had a friend, he was playing this game for 2 years, and you can lock your enemy with L1, and he know how it works, but he didn't know you can go with the D-pad left to right, switch the target. What?
That happened by me. That happened with me by accident. I thought
you have all noob story. You say one, I say precision. Yeah, me too. I say something better about the guy. Yeah, you too. You have 3 bad things now.
Yeah, but I'm a girl. I'm allowed to be.
No, don't use fuck that. Don't use
Female gaming.
Sarah
Sarah Piscini will hunt me now. Female gaming.
Can't be
Do not use being a girl as an
At least I'm actually good at other games. Just saying.
But seriously, about DC, the best time of DC was the beginning. Everyone was a noob. And on PlayStation, there was not really PC players. Had a lot of experience in MMOs. I was first time doing Batcave. I was the only troller. We had 6 DPS and 1 tank, and we don't kill the first boss.
Obviously.
We had a lot of Call of Duty
going to
players.
back
We had a lot of Call of Duty players. I had the Gadget DPS guy. He put termite mines on the floor and say, "Here, this is my claymore." I was like, "What the fuck, man? You're wrong here."
What was you about to say? Because you're trying to say something, but
Oh yeah, just saying. Did you see that video? DC Infinite Block broken to death. Have you seen that video?
No.
You seen it, guys?
I saw.
Is that the one where like you fucking one shot somebody and went, "I'm a boss ass bitch"?
No.
Whoever that person is, look, he needed to put his controller down forever. Only Candy Crush from now on. That's the only thing you put in. You get one shot.
The only block video, somebody dying from a block video that I remember seeing is that video. You fighting Ivy Seeker, and him deadly blocking you to death when you hit jackhammer on him.
Oh right, no. You've got to watch.
That was.
I'll send the link after. But what happens is there's a DC. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hello?
Still here.
Oh right, yeah. Just went quiet. So. Yeah, there's a guy from DC Infinite on a node, and I got a stroll over. I tap triangle because they're always, you can see him going up, and he gets up and goes back into block. Tap triangle again, and I'm not even joking. I must have block broken him about 12 times in a row. Boom, 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 on video. He comes back again, and he goes back into block. He's literally just holding R1, and towards the end of the video, I start jumping up, like doing 360 block break out of land, jump out 720. I'm not even
360 no scoping him.
I did a 720.
I'm watching the video now. I put it here on the
720 spin
Skype.
block break. You gotta watch it.
I'm gonna watch that in a second.
Yeah.
All right. You know what I see Balkan doing though in these if they were to do a hero villain raid, I see Balkan going into stealth and just watching everybody die and giggling the whole time.
Really?
What do you mean?
I just see you going into stealth and then just sitting back there watching everybody dying and just giggling the whole time. I see you doing that in a live stream.
That's a goddamn shame.
I tried
You know,
to.
it's also a goddamn shame I didn't think about
Oh my
that. I'm
God.
start doing that.
Son,
I'm going visible and just like fuck with people.
I'm watching this video right now, and yeah, I remember seeing this video, and oh my lord, oh my lord, oh my God. You've been doing nothing but tapping triangle for 5 minutes.
Yeah, man.
When I start spinning, it's just classic. I was having so much fun. I was like, the thing is that will never happen again. Like that will never happen again. So to have that is awesome.
Is PSN down right now? I know we in the middle of a motherfucking podcast, but is PSN down?
PSN maintenance is going on today, yeah.
Ah, fuck weasels.
Yeah. Aphrodite's not here. So anyways, last week though we were talking about the whole unicorn trinket thing, right? And you know, you guys heard me, and Nimbus, going off about the other podcast.
Yeah, you're right.
And talking about, our boy Trex, who we're hoping can one day be on the People's Podcast. I know he's looking forward to it. He wish he could make it, but unfortunately his work schedule doesn't quite add up. Aphrodite, let me ask you a question. How do you feel about a unicorn trinket?
That would be awesome.
She is a girl, man. Every girl
I would
like.
love
that's
to.
it. Come on,
I
man.
would love to. I could imagine the unicorn trinket. Actually, I've had a thought about this.
You can fart the unicorn.
So basically, the unicorn trinket is where you turn into a unicorn.
Yeah,
Ain't never gonna happen.
I'm seeing it just being another pet trinket, like the toy copter. That's what I'm seeing.
Like a little unicorn. That would be nice.
That's
Oh
what I'm
no!
seeing.
My Little Pony thing just following you around, like what's happening?
Yeah.
They said they're not gonna be putting
Nimbus, that would fit perfectly to your purple aura. Just saying.
Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it though? I would love
Wouldn't
my
it
own
indeed?
unicorn flying around.
Exactly.
I'm not even a brony. I will represent brony swag specifically for this.
I wish you can customize your sidekick. That will be a great update.
Oh, why not? Well, let's get back to this whole unicorn thing. SuperPatriot.
There's a lot of backlash about. We talked about it a little bit last week and all that, especially from this other podcast. It's mostly about me, but they decided to talk about my boy Trex for a change. And I did not really care for a lot of things they said about Trex, because everybody out there who knows Trex, like, all right, Trex does not get into any of the shit that we talk about a lot on this podcast, or even in some of us in our videos. He doesn't come out and really have a bad thing to say about anybody. But because of him, supporting this unicorn agenda. Go ahead and laugh, Nimbus.
Those damn unicornists.
But because of him supporting the whole unicorn agenda thing, there's those guys on that podcast, they had some choice things to say about him. And my thing is, all right, when it comes to somebody like Trex and all that, agree with them, disagree with them, and all that, I ain't got nothing bad to say about somebody who doesn't come out rude or insulting towards another player, unless they start off on that shit first. Normally, like especially in the game, even I'm quiet until somebody else starts talking. I don't really answer. Start any of it. I usually just kind of rise up to it and full life them with words. But but yeah, they had a lot to say about my buddy Trex, and I was not pleased about it. Y'all heard me go off on it last week and everything, and y'all got to see the comments from two of the clowns from that podcast. From the podcast last week. But last week, man, Friday night after FNL, we get ready to start Sourcecast up, and I was just floored.
Fuck you, Nimbus.
I was floored. Whoa.
Huh? Whoa. What?
I look Facebook. He's now playing Don't Starve Console Edition. Why are you playing while in the podcast, man?
I'm not even. I'm not playing. Like,
I'm joking,
actually
man.
not playing.
But
I'm looking at that. But fuck you, Nimbus. What the fuck, son?
But no, so Friday night, we go start the Sourcecast up, and Trex is like, he's like saying, he's like, I want to say something about something right now. He asked me to be quiet about it, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, I didn't even know what it was, and he just straight broke his foot off in their asses. I mean, he didn't come out cussing or anything like that, but he just basically told him, he's like, you know what? I don't ever talk about you, so keep my name out of your fucking mouths. That was the general gist of his like good 5 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes. He just went off on him. And I was like, my boy Trex stepping up.
Look, the next step, Trex needs to start PvPing. and then
he does PvP.
Oh, he needs to PvP more.
I know. I know that.
He needs to go through the fire like we went through the fire. So. But Trex, already look, Trex, I'm gonna speak directly to your son. Good job. Good job. Grab your nuts and tell him that shit again.
Well, speaking of those guys, I saw that you had a little tear up with Crappy Heels.
Crappy got sensitive. He got.
He
all right. So okay, you know how me and you, the four of us, we get on here, we joke around and all that. I make jokes about Orbit sending out dick pics, and I post up pictures of his U.S. kids up on Twitter and everything like that. I make jokes in Balkan. I make we all joke together and everything like that. So for a while there, I was kind of cool with those guys. All right, with a couple of them at least, right? And so with Crappy, I was just like, I'm just busting his chops, just joking around with him and all that. Dude puts out a video talking about rage, and instead of saying ire, he's saying Irie, repeatedly. And I'm like, what the dude? Fucking learn the English language, man. You're American. Come on.
And Irie is Jamaican.
Yeah. I left a couple other comments just joking around, and I always, put, it's like, oh my God, oh my God, you're stupid. This is noob and everything like that. And I always, unsubbed, and I'd put a little, LOL, with a little freaking, tongue sticking out, smiley face or whatever like that and everything. Just so everybody knew I was freaking joking around. Well, there was a conversation going on in the forums from a lot of the hardcore PvPers talking about Berserk for Rage. And he decided to come in there and pop in. And, while, I'm not, don't necessarily doubt his, knowledge of the game, his participation and his own admittance to not being that great at PvP, he didn't really warrant a position in that conversation. So I just kind of jokingly told him, I was like, dude, you're bad at PvP. You admit it. Why are you even talking in here right now? I was like, why don't you let these people actually know what they're talking about talk? And he just freaking snapped, went off on it, got sensitive. I think he shed a tear.
Well, he doesn't need to be buttoning a grown folk conversation.
That's basically what it boiled down to. I wasn't, telling him, I was like, shut the fuck up, dude. I wasn't doing that, but I was like, telling him, I was like, these people see this shit on a daily basis against other players that actually know how to make it work to where, they're one-shotting groups, in arenas. Let these guys talk it out and explain things instead of you sitting there trying to fucking throw in your 2 cents that ain't worth a dime, that ain't even worth a peso. So, I don't know. It just it didn't make any sense for me for him to throw himself into that conversation, and all that. And then I got to thinking about it, a little bit more when hearing him talk, after that, and then listening to their show, and those guys just straight up on a daily basis shit on everybody in the community. They do. They, forum noobs, and I'm not saying everybody on the forums is, overly, knowledgeable. A lot of the things, the guys that people bitch about on the official forums could be easily explained to them that, okay, no, this is why it's working that way. And, why it doesn't need to be nerfed, but the way they talk about is, oh yeah, this fucking retard. People are just stupid. They're just stupid over there.
Maybe I should be the last person to say this after the stuff that's just happened in that. But I've definitely learned out of that situation, and I'd say if anybody gets fucking chatty with me, I'm not gonna stick up to anybody in DC again. Depends on what, I guess, but I'm definitely just not gonna just sit there and for like a fucking hour in the time where I could actually get the rest of my PvP gear on my hero, and just like, I don't know, go all crazy. The DC community take shit way too serious. If you don't, if you say beasted, you rage. If you say GG, people rage. If you don't say GG, people rage as well. So what is the right answer? You can't win in that matter. Basically, if you get beat, you rage.
I write double penetration. Shut up.
Well, Balkan's got a story about that. Balkan came over on the US side, got into the 5v5 chat, and was like, hello. Everybody's like, shut the fuck up.
Oh, yeah, man. They say you fake.
Happy fun time.
Yeah, man. They say you fake.
It's not.
You fake.
It is not happy fun time up in that. I just don't turn on the chat because I know me. Anybody tell me something, either I'm talking about their mama or I'm punching them in the dick. So you got 5v5 chat where that's all they do. Oh, Nimbus, you're a noob. Fight me 1v1. You're an N-word. You're Black Mario. Motherfucker, what? Hold on, let me stop what I'm doing so I can tell you about your whole family history, about how all y'all are fucking sperm runoffs and your mama should have took it in the ass of the goddamn mouth. I can't stand none of y'all sons of bitches. And I sit there and I start talking and it's like 3 hours done passed and I ain't did shit but talk shit on 5v5 chat. Just shut that shit down. Just be I can't get shit done in DCUO if I get on 5v5 chat.
If literally people get stupid to me anymore, they're just going straight to my ignore. I've been on this game for a bit now, and I had no one on my ignore list. And I've had someone on my ignore list before, but I took him back off. But he's going straight back on, just with the rest of them. I don't care anymore. I'm not taking shit from the game. I play subscription to play and not to fight. When I can find my gear. But yeah, sorry, Orbit. I talk too much. I'm a girl. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say that I think EU PlayStation's got the worst community, DC community.
Well, you have
EU PlayStation.
No,
EU PlayStation
actually is right because you have listen, you have French people, which, can be so passionate about the game, but so arrogant at the same time, or whatever. Then you have Italians, which have that amazing,
They're Italians.
Pizzeria, mamma mia.
And then you have Balkan, which is another individual, and yeah.
Double penetration.
There's a lot more.
I don't know. Look, it gets
clash on the EU,
and I feel you on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all actually have people that will. Oh man, like I'm having flashbacks of when Arena Junkies tried to go on my Facebook and try and quote unquote expose me in real life. He actually showed like real life pictures of me looking buff and shit. You know what I'm saying? Made his mama pussy wet. But I don't understand why somebody would go that goddamn far because of a fucking video game.
Yeah, but did you forget what Smile did to Orbit? Oh, well, back then, it was basically everybody.
Smile wants Orbit's dick for himself. That's why he was upset.
Yeah, but I mean,
it was Mascara versus Smile. It was Orbit versus Smile. It was you versus Smile. It was Thingy versus Smile. That just, there's a lot of drama going on the EU server.
The world versus Smile.
Skyrim versus Smile.
Skyrim versus Smile.
You know what? I might have to change my position on that because y'all do have Smile. I mean, all we got is AJ and Donut and Moxley Mayhem. Y'all got Smile before Chav. Y'all got whole leagues jumping on one chick. We kind of don't have that. At least not for a while. And when you said that censorists join y'all server, man, that might be the tipping point. Because when Venturous was on our server begging for chicken. He was a right time bastard.
And that's why he got permaban, and that's also why
That's why he got
he's got zero relevance at all in DCUO. Anyways, that guy's done. So
Exactly.
he's a non-topic.
He's in SOL again, apparently. But,
Ace found out about that and kicked him.
well, I'm surprised Ace actually did something correct. Well, about time he does something I taught him.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Ace One. Rats to my sidekick.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, there's disagreeing with people, whether their opinions may be. I mean, if it's in game and everything like that, I mean, there's disagreeing with people's stances and opinions and everything like that. But I mean, there's absolutely no reason whatsoever for you to get on an hour or so long podcast just to bring up personal shit and call them out. I mean, Trex is a casual gamer. He's a casual gamer for DCUO. I mean, he does not hit it hard like a lot of other people do. And he admits that. He doesn't portray himself as somebody that is all knowledgeable about the game. He just shows things that he thinks is cool and he likes, and wants and helps to disseminate information out there to everybody.
He reminds me of Winnie the Pooh. No, serious. Like, hear me out on this. Winnie the Pooh ain't never did nothing to nobody. All he wants is his honey. He just wants his honey and to share all of his life experiences with his friends, and that's it. Don't nobody fuck with Winnie the Pooh for a good reason, because he don't fuck with nobody else. Now, what type of a bastard would sit there and fuck with Winnie the Pooh? And that, to me, that's Trex Light. You know what I'm saying? Trex Light is so colorless, so innocent as far as this drama is concerned, because he gets into none of it. Even I poke fun at him. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I feel bad about that, because the dude is nothing but positive to the community. Nothing but positive. I was even willing to give that to Crappy Heels too. You know what I'm saying? Until he started flipping the fuck out. Now, when the drama is that damn hype that somebody like Trex Light has to get down and starts cursing motherfuckers out, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Right or wrong?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't get it. Yeah, you just like we were talking about. It all goes back to how shitty this community can be at times, and I don't know. I don't know how to fix that without people permanently leaving it. I mean, because let's face it, that guy we were talking about just a little bit ago, I mean, caused a lot of problems for a lot of people. And eventually, people got fed with him and just waited for him to slip. Just kept waiting for him to slip. And every time he slipped, man, they were filling out support tickets. And finally, the GMs for the games, it was like, you know what? No, yeah, you're done. And honestly, I think that's, I mean, that's what, the community needs to do. I mean, if you guys, if we don't like people like that, acting that way on the game, doing shit like that, getting into voice channels and, verbally berating, females, or, just, like spreading lies, using the whole, multiple space chat trick and everything for other shit other than saying they got the Epic Odyssey feed, Balkan. Every time he logs on, man, I was like, this is how I know Balkan's on the game. I don't see him I may not see him log in, right? But I'll be sitting there and all of a sudden I'll see in league chat, Balkan just completed the feat Epic Odyssey. I'm like, what the? But I mean, people using the chat trick make it look like other people's, are saying things that they would not say. I mean, it's happened to me before. I've had people like, dude, what's going on? What's wrong with you? You're gonna get in trouble. You're making yourself look bad right now. I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, dude, why do you keep using all them racial slurs in the Watchtower? I'm like, I'm in Gotham. What are you talking about? There's all this chat's coming up saying I'm calling people the N-word this and fag this and gay that, and I'm like what, and then It's just it's ridiculous. I mean, yeah, I don't play that chat screen. I don't. I do
Come
not
on,
play
they
that
will
chat screen
disable it
at
at
all.
the end because people doing bad things. It's fun, man. Faking
It's-
feet,
alright,
but
had it
not-
for
Faking
4 years.
feats is one thing, Balkan. Faking feats.
yeah, but the other thing is shit, man. I know
Yeah.
what you mean, man. I know what you mean.
yeah, faking. I mean, we do that, and you know, every once in a while we'll just go on a fake feet run in WeChat.
This
Shit you not.
actual mate was shocked. What he done this feet? He was shocked until he realized I'm faking this text. all the time. Oh man.
But I don't know, Aphrodite. As all right, you know, not the you know for you to play your you know your girl gamer card, but I mean, as a female player, I mean, what do you think needs to be done
To the
To-
community.
Yeah, get the community to stop acting like a bunch of assholes.
I'd say DC would have to give out free sex for everyone or something. I'm not sure.
Wow.
Nah, no, because that
They need some stress relievers.
I mean, that one even you know, half the time these motherfuckers doing it like hating on women because they actually
He called
hate
them
women.
motherfuckers.
Exactly. It's like half the reason they do that is because they hate women. They don't.
I'm just gonna say, as I know, I'm not the best at dueling, but in my eyes, dueling, you can either be good at dueling or you can be good at PvE or you can be good at fives, being a good healer for fives or whatever. I've never said I was a good duelist. That's why most of the time I duel, sometimes I'm lucky and I kill a few people, sometimes I'm not. And if they then start hating on me, I mean, everyone and a lot of people on the EU server, which I had good contact with, know that I've had a few issues with Smile, and it's also weird that he sticks up for me now since he spat on his girlfriend or whatsoever not. But at the end of the day, it's all rumors. You can't say it's false or not. Just like him spreading rumors about Orbit, sex pesting people, which are rumors as well, and I don't believe it either. At the end of the day, he saw what happened. He didn't think it was okay. It was a neutral, thing. Even if he put it up for views, I don't really care about it. I have nothing to do with Smile much, but if I fight with someone on the community, I don't stay mad at them for like the rest of my life. I'm like, yeah, I'm just not going to talk to you anymore. End of. I'm not going to be like, if I had a PVR, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, I beat him up in the door, I'm going to stick him back on just to get on his nerves all the time. People don't.
Did we lose her?
I kicked her from the chat. She's talking too much. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I think we lost her.
I was gonna say, that's exactly what I do with my PVR. I beat his ass. Hey, I just whooped this dude's ass. Like, hold on, whoa. I'm not gonna call him, I'm not gonna call him N-words or nothing, but shit, that's what you do with your PVR. That's the reason I paid $200 for my shit.
That's the reason why he busted out the flip phone.
That's the reason I whooped out the flip phone. You're right.
DC,
Welcome back.
Great. Thank you. Now,
Welcome
I
back.
don't know what I was fucking talking about because I'm a girl and I forget what I talk about. What the hell?
Y'all killing me with this I'm a girl shit.
I know. She's like, I'm a girl.
You said
Yeah.
you said something about giving out free
No,
sex
you know what
or
I'm
something,
doing?
I
This
remember.
is my part of sarcasm. I like taking the piss out of myself. I'm a girl. I'm being sexist to myself right now. I like the sarcasm
I know
side.
so many girl beasts out there. Women that
Solo
just never
penetrate.
fuck you up.
Right, so what was I saying? Basically, what I was trying to say, like, I shouldn't have talked that much anyway. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I don't mourn over fights. If I have a fight once, it's over and done with in, like, a few days. When I, do something else. I can't be arsed with all that bullshit. So,
Amen.
yeah.
Amen.
I'm not even, I don't even, like... Even what like those people did to me in the chat, and I'm not an angel, and a lot of people know this, but I definitely did not start it on that day. What they did to me, I don't even hate them. I even apologized to one of them, because I never had a fight with him, and I've probably said this before in the podcast already, but Yeah, I don't. No, I stay neutral to the game. At the end of the day, it is a game. I should have went out the chat. I didn't because I wanted to be there for my friend. It was a bad decision of me. End of. But it doesn't give them the right to do what they did. And that's all I've got to say to that. And yeah, and if that would happen to anybody else and I'd have a PVR, then Percy, I'd upload it. You know, Daniel just said I should say Percy.
Yeah.
That does make no sense.
Nah, this is Nimbus thing. You know? That's why I say it.
I put out a video about why I guess I'm gonna have to do another one in HD because apparently since you're a girl,
HD.
you can't
I
see
know
cell
what
phone
HD
vids.
means.
You don't know what HD
High definition.
I know what HD means. I said I know what it means.
What's a H?
Heish.
Say H.
Heish to smoke maybe. Heish.
Well, has anybody else got anything they want to talk about this week here? I mean, I brought up, conversations and topics and all that, and you guys want to talk about anything?
Rest in peace to Harold Ramis.
No.
Oh, yeah. Rest in peace, Harold Ramis. Harold Ramis from the Ghostbuster movies.
Hey,
Passed away.
Ghostbusters,
Oh, did he?
Animal House.
Which one?
Oh.
Right. Yeah, he passed away last.
Egon.
Let's talk about him.
Yeah, Egon passed away.
Oh man.
I mean, this is a
Oh,
show
don't
about
cry,
DCUO,
Orbit.
but this is a show about DCUO, but let's be real. A lot of us grew up on those type of movies, and it influenced a lot of what we say and how we say it, and definitely sarcasm and whatnot. And, we lost a great director, so I had to take a second to say, rest in peace to the guy. Loved him, grew up with him, like an uncle to me.
On a high note, Chuck Norris turned 74 today.
Happy birthday, Chuck Norris.
70.
And my daughter too. Haha.
Oh, happy birthday to little baby Balkan.
Your daughter's 74.
Happy 74th birthday
Oh,
to
this
April.
Illuminati. She have the same birthday as Chuck Norris. Oh, she's the chosen
Says
one. Watch out.
The chosen one.
She's the
Well,
chosen one.
Straight up and down, to kind of close this out, this is a way bigger subject. I mean, we talk about what's going on in the DCUO community, but this goes on in all of the gaming community. There's a lot of sexism and a lot of racism going on. I hate to say that you just have to deal with it and just slap a Band-Aid on it, but we need to do that. And that's all we can really say, because we can't go to these people's houses and be like, yo, cut that shit out. I heard you call this dude an N-word over and over. What can you do? The only thing you can do really is, violate people's privacy and have their information out to where they have to be accountable for the shit that they do. Because none of these little motherfuckers would sit there and do what it do if it wasn't for the fact that they have a glass shield and anonymity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So until we can figure that shit out without violating their privacy, we're just gonna have to either get tougher or walk away. I chose to be more of a troll, without using their tactics. Aphrodite's choosing to walk away. Trex is choosing to walk away. We all deal with it differently. But the best thing is not to be a dickhole yourself.
Yeah.
So
I
I
sometimes
waiting for that.
I sometimes
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out why every time after I finish a sentence, he got to say it first. That's my line, son.
Hi, man.
I sometimes take a mix of what Aphrodite says she does or is going to do and what Nimbus does. I was earlier today, in fact, I was on and I was just doing my seasonal and this kid started jawing at me and I was just like, I'm not going to say his name. He ain't worth it. But this guy started jawing me in 5v5 chat, and I was like, he's like, you're afraid to fight me. You're afraid you're losing. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to, I fight you. I don't fight you. I don't matter. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, your bust is short and you have helmet hair.
Helmet hair.
That's a damn shame you telling that man he eat paste. Wow.
So I mean,
I like Franks and beans.
Like I said, I choose.
Sorry for that.
I choose the full life people with words.
Oh, I love it. See, and even then, that's kind of discrimination against the disabled and whatnot. Again, I apologize for that. It's gonna be real hard to be politically correct, but you gotta respect people for being people.
Yeah,
you got to. Otherwise, you're gonna have 8 motherfuckers jumping on one chick out of nowhere, over and over and over, and it's not gonna get any better for your sons and daughters because the internet ain't going away. So we can either make it better or this world is going to be really fucked.
I've been thinking about it, and I'd just like to say thank you to people which have also been PMing me in the game for supporting that. I've also had people from the league which said sorry, and no, I'm not going to do that down. Balkan. I just wanted to say, I think it has had many views now, that video, and like I said, I want to play this game without drama, and I don't want to have the attention that much. I don't like that kind of attention, because I get bad attention and I get positive attention. I just don't really like it.
It'll blow over.
I think,
it always does.
But I was thinking about if Orbit could take down the video, because I really do not care anymore. I mean, it's up to him at the end of the day, but...
You want the video down?
Yeah, there's no point, really, because people... I think nearly half of the EU server has seen the video now. Nimbus has got his video up as well. It's been discussed. Nothing else is going to come out of that video. There's no point in having it up, to be honest. Except for spreading the awareness that a few people in TA are absolute dickheads, which I think most of the EU PvP server actually know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
sometimes you got to get a little ugly.
Yeah, it's up to you, but
Yeah, I think what she's saying is that the awareness is out there now, so there's really no need for it to stay there.
Exactly. If we want the PvP server to get more friendlier, those videos shouldn't still be up to neutralize the whole situation. Like,
okay,
all right.
Orbit, you got anything? Orbit, you got
Yeah.
anything you wanted to bring to the show this week?
No, mate. Nope.
No.
Hey, as usual.
Hey, I checked the comments on last week, and somebody farmed 15 stacks of bits, beating you out.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I don't believe him. I don't believe him. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I don't believe him. Because no one starts a podcast and immediately goes farms. That wouldn't have happened. No, you don't.
You'll be surprised.
No,
I do that with Review Tech USA.
I've sat here and I've listened to the SuperPatriot Project podcast while I've farmed. I've listened to Greg Miller's podcast while I've farmed. I'll listen to the Sourcecast again while I farm.
I still don't believe him.
I'll click play, then I'll click on my R&D scanner, and I'll just go.
This is why we do the podcast for the farmers out there.
Yep.
Pretty much. Because that's pretty much the only ones that's going to sit down and listen to the whole thing. Just sit down and start farming. Or people at work. Shouts out to all y'all grinding out, getting y'all job on. You know what I'm saying? I am with you. I am one of you. You guys are awesome. Thank you for listening. Word up.
Balkan, you got anything this week?
Nah, not really. I hope you enjoyed this show. And Fusroda and Smile's face.
Take care and have fun.
All right, folks. I guess this is going to wrap it up for this podcast. Once again, I want to thank you all for stopping by, listening to it. This one's going to be up on Orbit's channel and all that. Links for everybody here, though, Nimbus, Balkan, and myself, I'm sure you guys will find in the About, or as they say in Canada, the About. In the below, in the description below. I guess main theme what you guys think the moral of the day is for today's podcast. Be nice to each other, but don't take any shit from anybody.
Be nice, but don't take no shit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on behalf of Nimbus, Balkan, Orbit, and our special guest Aphrodite, the female tank of the female gamer community out there.
That's the only thing.
Oh,
you
but
can
I'm going to
tank.
be the new tank of the league. Just
No, you can't tank.
don't underestimate me. I'm a girl, but I can play the game.
Sassy.
Or not, apparently, to some people's opinions. So yeah. Go
But-
on.
Like I said, though, on behalf of everybody here, appreciate you guys stopping by, listening to us. Like I said, and all that, throw the video in there, do some farming, have some fun, doing whatever it is you do in the game while you're giving us a listen. Aphrodite, I'm going to let you give you one more chance. All right, get a redeeming Percy out there for it.
Percy.
Oh.
Wow.
You said something
I think I
else.
like hers
Whoa.
better, Nimbus. I think I
Whoa.
like hers better.
Whoa. I've never heard of sexy Percy before.
I like
Whoa.
hers better.
I like hers better too. Whoa.
You should pay her to make for your channel to say it again, Percy,
I'm gonna have to
as the
do that.
outro, as the outro.
As the intro. What the gosh.
Intro and outro. Both, man.
Oh no.
Get the boys all turned.
You guys keep cutting out. We need to.
Yeah.
Percy.
There it is.
Are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
Oh, that was
That's
Finally.
it always ends on
I'm
Nimbus's
hungry.
Percy.
I want to eat my
It ends
pizza
on
now.
Nimbus's Percy and us laughing.